Hello, everyone. Today is Friday, June 7th, 2024, at 9:42 a.m. in the morning. I didn't have to yawn, but excuse me. Well, um, somebody just tried to pretend to be a targeted individual and pretend to be there for targeted individuals. And he just tried to scam me on Twitter. Well, now they call it X, but if y'all wonder what is X, so that's why I say Twitter, so people can understand, what I'm talking about. So, um, so yeah, on Twitter, somebody just tried to DM and scam me, but he wasn't gonna get any money out of me because I only got like $7 and something in my bank account now. So those pants and shoes from fake Walmart, I mean, I'm feeling like too exhausted and tired to try to go and return them. And I don't even know if I will get any money back. And if I do, um, if they put it on I mean, since it was on a debit card and not cash, last I knew, it's been a while since I've returned items at fake Walmart. It's been a few years. I don't even remember when was the last time I returned items and got money back. But they say it's gonna be hot today and over the weekend or whatever. So I mean, I guess it's supposed to be maybe um under $30 or almost $30 worth of stuff. Um, that I don't know if I would have returned it, if it would take a few business days, or if I would if I would get it to my bank account right away. But last I knew it, I don't remember how many business days it would take. Um, so I had this morning I just had a banana nut muffin, eggs, and sausage, and apple juice for breakfast. So, but I did not have dinner yesterday. I just had lunch, a later lunch, but I didn't have dinner yesterday evening. Um, in order to make up from you know the meal from the day before. And the fake Darnell Williams perp came to harass me last night twice, and he tried to talk about um I have the body cam footage of your police videos, in which I don't think he does. But then when I look closely at the profile, it was a fake AI generated image of um a white female police officer handling rough handling an an obese black pig. But y'all call me racist. And the fake Darnell Williams perp was like, did you tell your new followers that you abuse children and animals? Did you tell your new followers this? Did you tell your new followers that you spent $26 on dinner? You don't know how much money I spent on dinner the other day, and it's none of your business. What if it was just $12 I spent, but y'all just falsely fucking assume, right? So you shut the hell up. But I'm not telling how much it was spent. And it ain't y'all business. I'm talking about the stalkers. But as I said, I tried to treat myself to something nice to which that got ruined. But I tried to treat myself to something nice to to help myself feel better because I had a rough week, a very rough week. For me to be wrongfully banned from all Wyndham hotels because the stalkers lied on me and thought the shit was funny. And I had and then it was the week where I was supposed to go to court too. And like all this that I'm going through, don't y'all think I deserve a break, a little some happiness? Y'all want to keep me eternally punishing myself? Y'all work for Satan, so you don't have the authority, power, or right to judge any damn body. So I mean, and he also was like, "Oh, did you tell your new subscribers that you had 2 apartments last year and then quit your job?" I didn't have 2 apartments last year. Only one. And I had documented them gang stalking me off of my out of my place after only a month and threatened to wrongfully evict me, and they bullied me and forced me out of there. And they workplace mobbed me off the job this year. I didn't have a job last year. So y'all be throwing stuff in my face and don't even have the ones who be stalking everything I do. Y'all don't even have y'all facts straight. And I guess the fake Darnell Williams perp must be illegally tracking everything I do on a DoorDash app too, right? Y'all sick and disgusting. Y'all don't have the authority or the right to do this. If you're stalking and tracking people, hell yeah, you're trafficking me. You're doing all this wickedness and destroying innocent people's lives behind all in the name of data and experimentation. And sex trafficking people. More and more people are coming to conclusion that gang stalking is not just human trafficking, but sex trafficking, mainly sex trafficking. And it looks like people can be trafficked at any age. You don't have to be just young. And I've been hearing about, the MK Ultra and the trauma-based mind control and the electronic-based mind control. And with them trying to turn people into sex slaves and assassins because of the Illuminati New World Order sex death cult. That's why Hollywood takes these fake satanic retarded robotic mind control celebrities and throw them in our faces. They're fake generic GMO pseudo human beings that's like clones and demons and whatever else. And they are replaced with the real God in our lives. I meant to say our real God is replaced with them in our lives. That they throw it in our face for us to copy, follow, and model behind these fake retarded celebrities. And they have all this money in the world and they end up being abused and then turn out to be abusive and vile criminals. And just because they're rich and with a lot of money, all the crimes that they commit, they cover it up. Look what's going on with Diddy and all them. And I remember, I mean, before I even woke up to the truth, with Diddy and making the band, I saw how horribly how he treated people. And I heard that in Hollywood, um, like the the music producers are abusive to the famous celebrities. And it seems like they abuse you until you're a certain kind of perfect that they want. So, excuse me. I mean, I'm too I not long ago had breakfast, but um, yeah, I'm too it's not about being lazy because I mean, dealing with being on the streets, it a lot of the times it takes days to recover for my body and my mind to recover. You know, it takes days to recover. Excuse me. And I'm feeling very exhausted still. And and it's hard to go through this every month. Usually the most I get is 5 days. The most I would get is 5 days of you know 5 days of hotel at the beginning of the month, like 4 or 5, and I'll be lucky if it's 7 or 8, or even luckier if I get 10 days in a row. But on average, about 5 days, and after that, you know, excuse me. But that $26 from the Uber ride, it's like 25.98, 25.97. I'm supposed to get that back tomorrow morning, and that's enough for you know, a day's worth of food. But then Sunday, I have to check out of here and be broke with no money. But thankfully, I'll have breakfast to eat. But then I have to check out of here and be back on the streets. And I don't know if it's gonna rain Sunday night or what's gonna happen. But um, they wrongfully banned me from the Wyndham hotels, which is cheaper. And I can, as I said, I can no longer get $50 or $55 hotel nights. That's evil. That what y'all doing to me. So last night I could not sleep that great for whatever reason, and ended up falling asleep. I think after 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I woke up about I think it was 4 something, and then went probably used the bathroom and then went back to sleep. And then after 6:30, I just kept on falling asleep and waking up until like 8:20 or something. But I tried to go to bed at 11 o'clock last night and couldn't sleep. But um, at one point, like maybe about 20 minutes after I tried to go to sleep, um, they were hitting me in my heart with the directed energy weapons, in a way that I almost felt afraid that I was gonna have to go to the emergency room. And I'm like, I am not going to the hospital tonight. So for about 5 or 10 minutes, they were hitting me in my heart with the weapons, making my heart hurt. And I'm glad I remembered to say that because I was afraid I was gonna forget to say that. So and I felt like some um both acid reflux and heartburn last night, but I ate way like between 3:45 and 4 something, and that was the last that I ate yesterday. Second meal and the last thing I ate. I did not have any dinner. I did not go to the snack machine last night. And with that $5, my meal costed $14.04. So, and then I think I had like a some discount or whatever. I don't remember if it was happy hour discount or something like that. So that helped also. But I couldn't afford to do the Uber Eats because even if I get something buy one get one free, um, sometimes they charge double what regular Uber or Uber Eats they charge twice. So I couldn't afford to take that risk, with knowing that I didn't have that much in my bank account, you know, and so I probably could have got a buy one get one free $10 burger or something, but then they would charge twice, and then after 3 days, then I get the second payment back. I hate that Uber is doing that. Uber and Uber Eats. I hate that they do that. But the earliest I remember it seeing like they started doing that to me in December. And then like when I check into certain hotels or certain try to get certain hotel rooms, it seems like as if they be trying to they be trying to charge my card multiple times, and then I have to get the notification of insufficient funds because you bastards will try to charge multiple times. But the first time it went through, and then y'all be trying to charge me like sometimes 2 or sometimes even 5 times. And at the La Quinta on Williams Boulevard in Kenner, they used to do that to me all the time, like trying to charge my card 5 times, and y'all it will already process once, and y'all try 5 more times. And I think that's part of the gang stalking as well. But I tried to look online for some job opportunities yesterday and couldn't find much of anything, you know. But I tried. And as I said, when I try to save the videos, I meant to say when I try to save the posts, they end up, when I try to save the post, they undo the likes and the saves. Like when I try to save and like a post, they undo the like or the save. And I told y'all before that trying to rent a room out of somebody's apartment or I mean, I'm sorry, not apartment, out of somebody's house. They make it impossible because they say that, they got so many fake rules and guidelines with renting a room out of people's house. Um, with just through Craigslist or something, and then they turn out to be perps. And then, if you try to rent a room out of somebody's house that's 400 a month, it's guaranteed that cheap price is a trap, and you end up being guaranteed with bed bugs. I mean, that seemed too good to be true and easy to get into. You end up guaranteed with bed bugs. So if it's like $400 and no deposit and no you know no this, no that, and you don't have to have a job as long as you pay the 400, yeah, you end up with bed bugs. But even if it's 600 a month, you know, it's the same. And then the person renting out rooms, they got that narcissistic personality, similar to what I showed y'all earlier this week with the lady at the La Quinta on Veterans that wrongfully banned me from the Wyndham hotels. They end up having a narcissistic personality like her, or they will pretend to be fake Christian and fake nice and deceive people. So, and I have not come across any opportunities to rent a room like, I mean, for like $400 or anything like that. But yesterday evening or last night, I saw where they were trying to talk about renting a room, but then they said you have to pay a $700 deposit. So they will try to copy off of real landlords by trying to make it like, they like when you try to rent a room out of somebody's apartment, it's about the same as excuse me, it's about the same as you know a regular. You might as well get a regular apartment. If you got to pay a deposit on a regular apartment, that's $700. They do the same with renting a room, but renting a room, they say you must have a job and you can't stay in the house all day. Even if it's working at home, oh, you can't do that. You must leave the house. So it's like they want to try to make you leave the house, like shelters make you leave for the day. And it's like, why y'all renting rooms to people if you feel like you can't trust nobody? You know, and renting a room out of somebody's house is dangerous, like the shelters, that you could get hurt or killed. And that's why I can't. One of the reasons why I can't do roommates, I have to be alone by myself. So, I tried to look for some job opportunities, couldn't find anything really. But the few that I did find, what's the likelihood or guarantee that they will hire me? What if they say they reject me and say no, we're not hiring, or they still have the ad up, and if they still have the ad up, and but then they say that, oh, we have all our people already. Excuse me. So, but it seems like all I can do is just I mean, I was wondering if there's a way that I can make any money from my older short stories, or if I have to just keep creating new ones. And I'm trying to figure out what am I doing wrong on Kofi, that I spread and share my Kofi, and you know been having the Kofi for over 2 years, and still it's hard to reach anybody, you know. But I mean, the online criminal stalkers are condemning me for having a nice meal for once. But they're the ones who, caused me to go through this bad situation. And as I said, I treated myself to a nice meal with my own money, and they're condemning me about it. You know, but I did not spend $26 on that meal. It ain't y'all business. Your stalkers, it ain't y'all business how much was spent. So I'm going to remind y'all again that the IRS and the IRS and the Social Security Administration, they consider my writing to be work. But the online stalkers falsely say it's not work, and it's scamming people. But if I could stay like I mean, if I can have a longer term living arrangement, then I could work on more writings, and if I could sleep better, then my writing could be more efficient. My writing could be better. You know, so I definitely need more sleep. I even took the clay yesterday afternoon, and I even took the clay, and I still didn't get to sleep that great. But I think I might have one or two more servings of the clay left, and then I'm out of the clay. Out of the clay, and won't be able to afford to have any clay this month, nor my green supplement. I was, you know, and some other things that I needed, that you know, but I would have had to pack up today and or yesterday, and be back on the streets sooner, and dealing with being harassed more. If I would have got the clay and the other supplements and stuff. Excuse me. And like the clay and the green supplement, it helps relieve my body from the aches and pains, and it helps with to stop me waking up in the morning with my hips hurting. With my hips hurting to a point where I can't even walk. So I wanted to work on bigger writing project, more productive and bigger writing projects, like more nonfiction, big ebooks, and some more fiction novels. I have one novel that I'm working on that's very meaningful, but I've been not been able to succeed for 5 years because of the homelessness and targeting, and not being able to have any stability in my life with my living arrangements and stuff, and constant distraction, constant gang stalking. Um, but I kind of barely getting by with any short stories, and I don't make much. I don't make much of anything. And the online stalkers, including my twin sister, think they got the fake authority to take that away from me. Talk about Candy think she's an author. She thinks she's an author. But they praise her as this prolific poet or songwriter or musician. But I'm trying to make a living through my writings, and the online perps, they, including my twin sister, they think they got the fake authority to force me to stop writing, and won't allow me to write. And all these fantasy and suspense and horror authors and stuff. It's not. How come it's not scam for them to write and make a living? So, excuse me. And people try to make justification for why I need a handler to have authority over me and control and watch me, when I'm an adult and people need to just leave me the fuck alone. People want to control, but they don't want to help. So my hips are trying to hurt a little bit right now, you know. But um yeah, so I don't even know. But I definitely plan to work on some writing today, both fiction and nonfiction, and just blogging and stuff. And so I'm about to go now. I'm gonna see y'all.